Hello, you are listening to a podcast. You heard it correctly. If a podcast with the presence of Itzel Torres and Alexis Ortiz. You will love this podcast.
Do you like art? Do you like painting? If so, this is for you. This time we will talk about art. Specifically, we will focus on Renaissance art, especially in painting. Renaissance art is a cultural movement that emerged from the humanic ideas in the original in Italy in the centuries 14, 15, and 16, which explained in the Germany and the Netherlands. This change in the represent the aesthetic was not the unique, was also brought on the major change in a people mentally and it was reflected in the architecture, poetry, theater, and the painting.
In the Renaissance era, there were two major stages that marked the rise of this era. These were the Quattrocento and the Cinquecento. The Quattrocento considers the period of Italian art of the 15th century. Otherwise of knowing it were as a first Renaissance or under Renaissance. This century is going to be a discovery for artists, especially in Florence, thanks to the financial support of the larger families, for example, the Medici.
Works of art have a great sense of balance and harmony. There is a radical transformation of art and artists with a variety of different themes. The painting is going to undergo the huge evolution in the use of slightly decorate from some the use of gold and the bright colors. There is a concern about visual representation of natural inspired by the pictorial models of classic quality. What was a show in the integration of men with the natural and the discovered intimate connection with the universe.
For the technique, they were based on a geometric or linear perspective, forming closed compositions and triangular shapes. They used different supports such as frescoes, oil painting, tables, or canvas.
As a curious fact, in the stage, the artist takes importance, leaves himself anonymous, and puts on the signature on his works of art.
This cultural movement focused mainly on representing a style that shows the nature of the human form, in addition to achieving lighting effects with shadows distributed in a homogeneous way that provides surprising nuances to the work.
The chromatic complementarity was sold in the painting distributed in the colors in balance and the harmonious way. In Florence, the painter Mosasio was born in 1401 and died in 1429. He adopted a different technique from the traditional one, focusing on the religious theme, increasingly reflecting in the reality of society. They inspired several artists to represent of Kinney film figure of symbol of society of the artistic beauty. His works under Mosasio Museum in Italy they are the Holy Trinity painting in the Santa Maria Novella Church in Florence in Italy, the Adoration of the Magiphone, the National Gallery, London. Another painting is Alessandro Botticelli, was born in 1445 and died in 1510. Some DC works there were The Birds of Venus, Spring, Palace on the Centaur, all the 10 are the Tale of the Gallery.
We now turn to the Cinquecento, which considered the 16th century, but now Renaissance art moves to Rome. Otherwise of knowing it were as High Renaissance or Classic Renaissance. For this stage, the main influence was the papacy. It was considered as the great protector of artists and buyer of works of art.
Gates of painting during in this stage in the only covers the first square of the 16th century. Then It begins with another style you know on the Monerism. Monerism was a style characterized by the use of exaggerated forms, with the first position, unreal rhythm of space and the more dramatic effects. In the case of colors, it was arbitrary.
This type of style supposed the rejection of the balance and the clarity of the Renaissance, that saw dramatic compositions and desires for more emotional effects. For painting at the time of the High Renaissance, it is forced to adapt to commissions for the decoration of religious buildings.
It was possible on the often dramatic effects of action on the physical presence of the form by means of the scribe arrangements of the lines and the atmosphere, thanks of the powerful effects of tone contrast. In the stage, human begins in the take into account the character move with a violence of certainty in the pursuit that exceeds natural behavior.
What he was looking for was rationalism, that is, to value the relationship of reconciling fact and reason, the search for knowledge, and deepening criticism. Most relevant painters are Leonardo da Vinci, was born in 1452 and died in 1519. His paintings are the Gioconda, better known as La Mona Lisa, is in the Louvre Museum in Paris. The Last Supper is in the Church of Santa Maria delle Grazie in Italy. The Virgin of the Rocks is in the Louvre Museum. Michelangelo was born in 1475 and died in 1564. His paintings are The Creation of Adam is found in the Sistine Chapel in Vatican City. Holy Burial is at the National Gallery in London. The Final Judgment is in the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican City. Rafael Sanzio was born in 1483 and died in 1520. His paintings are The School of Athens is located in the Apostolic Palace of the Vatican City. The Dispute of the Sacrament is in the Apostolic Palace of the Vatican City. And The Planner is in the Louvre Museum in Paris.
Returning to the painting of the famous painter Leonardo da Vinci, the Mona Lisa has been of his most recognized works. It is a clear example of this movement showing the techniques used that all the time, such on the geometrization of the body that first of triangular appearance has an expression of rational light that reflects the effect of imagined or real form. This creates a perspective of really this splendor and the manages to rel the human beings of nature.
Another example to return to is the painting of the Creation of Adam by Michelangelo, and as we can tell, it's more attached to the religious theme as well as show the relationship of the human being with nature, but highlights more the appearance of the human beings thanks to the use of colors make them stand out.
We reached to the end of this podcast. We hope it was enlightening with the participation of Itzel Torres and Alexis Ortiz.